Hey guys, hope you're doing well, and now you're very well versed with the concepts of all the different costs that you have to incur to run your business. Right? So this video is just going to be a numerical example of how you work with a bunch of different numbers and see all the relationships. Right? So I would highly encourage, before I do it, pause it, try to fill in all the blanks that you can, and there should be enough, there is enough information to start filling out these gaps. You cannot fill some of these before you fill some things here. So pause it, do it on your own, and then come back and we look at the answers. So you should know some of the formulas, right? You should know total cost equals fixed cost plus variable cost, average total cost equals average fixed cost plus average variable cost equals variable cost divided by quantity, average fixed cost equals fixed cost divided by quantity. So some of these formulas are going to pop up during this video, so make sure you are comfortable doing them, and then marginal cost as well. So first you should be able to deduce that since FC plus VC gives you total cost, you should know that when you produce 0 units, your variable cost is 0. Therefore, your fixed cost must be 50 because total cost is only there when you produce 0 due to fixed costs. So that's the first thing you should observe. And typically, something related to fixed cost is usually what you need to figure out first before you proceed. This is going to be 60 because 50 plus 10, and then similarly 150 plus 200. You cannot fill in this yet, but we'll get to that in a second. So the next thing you should know is that AFC equals FC plus Q. So now since you know fixed cost is 50, you can complete column 4. So that's 50, 50 divided by 2 is 25, and 50 divided by 5 is 10, and then some of them were already filled in for you. So what's the next thing? The next equation you should know how to use is average variable cost equals variable cost divided by quantity. Right? So now you should know that variable cost is 30, quantity is 2, so average variable cost is 15 at that level. Similarly, 100 divided by 4 gives you 25. All right, so if you're confused as I'm doing this, pause it, think about the equations, go back, look at the equation, then come back and complete it. Don't let me finish this whole table when you're not understanding it. Right? That's pointless. That's a waste of yours and my time. And then once you know that average variable cost is 20 here, that was given to you, quantity is 3, so you know AVC times quantity gives you variable cost. Right? So we're just using that equation backwards to get that. Now you can also fill in this number here, right? Because 50 plus 60 is going to be 110. All right, lastly, we'll get to the last couple of columns now. Marginal cost and ATC is going to be the ones left. MC is change in total cost divided by change in quantity, or change in variable cost divided by change in quantity. So it is 20 divided by 1, which gives you 20. Then it is 30 divided by 1, which is already given to you to be 30. Then it's 40 divided by 1. Or I just said that you can fill in that column because fixed cost is 150. And then that's the one I was referring to a second ago. And then 60 to 100 is 40. And then 100 to 150 is 50. And then the 60 was already filled in for you. Now the last column you can get two ways. You can either take 50 and divide it by quantity, which again it's going to be undefined in the first one. So you can say 80 divided by 2 gives you 40. Or you could have said AFC plus AVC also gives you 40, because that's what ATC means. And then lastly, 30 plus 10 gives you 40 as well. So you need to know these formulas and marginal cost, average total cost, and how to derive all of these. Because on an exam, you're not going to be given an extensive table like this, but you will be tested on knowing the relationships between some of these variables. So make sure you're comfortable drawing them. We've talked about that plenty. And now, a simple numerical example to sort of put everything together and make sure that you understand those relationships.